Hello, everyone. Who all is here? Hi, Prasun. I can already see your hair over there. Welcome to the first live with GKB. We are going to be talking about launching your online personal brand. What are the first steps that you must take? Who all are here? I see Prasun is here. Prasun, what do you do? Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? Everyone else, let's wait up a little bit. So what else is happening? Where? Oh my God, look at that, Vivek Gupta. Good morning to you as well. Okay, where all are you? Everyone who's here, can you please tell me where you're from? If you're here, just type in a nice hey. All right, okay. We'll be talking in a few more minutes. I want to know where you're from. Oh my God, look at that. Rishabh, Deepak, Dheeraj, very nice. Just type in where you're from. Live streams are all about engagement. Amandeep, hi, good to see you as well. Please type in from where you're from. I'm going to start typing and I'm sitting in Gurgaon right now. I can see Dheeraj is in the neighboring building. Where all are you from? Please type in where you're from. Hi Ashutosh, nice to see you. Nice to see you. Oh my God, this morning is getting better than I expected. Thank you so much all for being here. Delhi, Raipur, Ghaziabad. Wow. Deepak, I didn't know you were in Ghaziabad. Nice, nice, nice. Very nice, very nice. Faridabad. So, Prasun, are you in Delhi or are you in Faridabad? This is very confusing. They're like states apart. Very nice. Let's wait for more people to come in. Come in. Oh my God. This is very nice, man. What are you guys doing today? What is your plan for the day? Timbuktu, Hawaii. I knew Ashutosh was sitting there only. Congratulations on the new book. All right. So, how are you guys feeling about launching your personal brand? Have you guys been working on it? Faridabad is regular office. All right. Okay, awesome. Listen, guys, I really want you guys to type in the texts. Okay. Okay. Sharing office in Delhi. Not bad, not bad. Very nice, very nice. Okay, Rishabh, you're heading back to office from BNI meeting. Well, thank you for being here. If you're on your way back, thank you so much for being here. Vivek, Ashutosh is having breakfast with Trump in Timbuktu. Yeah. Ashutosh is a power connector. What do you expect out of him? No branding strategy as of now. Okay. All right. Thanks, Dheeraj, for writing that in. What about everyone else? How are you guys about your personal branding? How do you think that's going for you right now? Come on in. Come on in. We have so much to talk about today. I am supremely excited. I have with me Rupak as well, who will be writing down all your questions. Guys, just say a little hi to Rupak. Rupak, you there?
Hi.
So we guys are sitting in office and we're getting this together. We want to ensure that all your questions are answered in this live stream, this 1 hour live stream. Okay, so I want you guys to tell me a little bit about what you do. So give a little bit of an introduction so that everyone who's over here knows who all are here, who all we're interacting with. Even I'll get to know, and I'll try to relate the examples that I'm going to give, which is so that it's more relevant to you. All right. Nice, Vivek. Yes, after 60 minutes, definitely, I'm sure you'll have some really easy tips wherein you can start with your personal brand, launch it in a way which is very simple. This is one thing that I've always believed in, simplicity. All right. Okay. All right, Rishabh. So mostly it's offline with the networking and connects made day in and out. Other online personal brand is something to work on considering your line of work. Your line of work is very interesting. I really like it. Yes, yes. Yes, fashion label for men, custom clothing. Yes, yes. I have seen your work. I've heard people talking very great about it. In fact, I complimented somebody and they said that, oh, Rishabh does that. So that's really nice. Yes, Prasun, I have known you for your PR and branding, and I've known you for a long time. Thank you for being here. Yes. Come on, guys. Everyone else, please share what you do. I would really, really like to know where you're from, what you do. All right. Yes. Thank you so much for the engagement, Rishabh. Thank you so much. I am so excited to see you guys here. So, guys, I want you to know that I have prepared at least 2 pages for you guys so that I can actually give you so much of value. And I will be sharing with you why this live streaming is so important because in a few minutes. And before that, yes, I do want to know what you guys are doing. So please do continue telling us and introducing yourselves. All right. Yes, I know Amandeep is into digital and PR, especially in political and politics and government. Yes, I met him in Ahmedabad. It was a treat. Very nice. Oh yeah, Ashutosh launched your first masterclass. Be a power connector. You will see me there very, very soon. I want to learn more about how to be a power connector. I am a strong believer in networking. I've started doing some of my networking events as well, and I would really like to invite you guys for that. All right. Okay. Okay. So let's start with why I started with live streaming. So live streaming is supremely important. I have let me give you a little bit of my introduction as well. I have been doing social media for the last 8 years. 8 years, and in my 8 years, I started with live streaming about I think 2015. And in 2015, I was doing it for, actually, since 2015, I have done it for everyone else. I have conducted it, I have hosted it for the likes of even Samsung. I have was, in fact, that was one of my first, it was my first, you could say, gigs after I became an entrepreneur, to do live streaming at CII India Gaming Show. And all I had to do was be there and be live and talk about gaming. And but I've been doing it for everyone else. And I have been seeing so much of growth that comes in. The importance of live streaming is that you can actually engage with the audience in that moment. So, whatever it is that you have for me, whatever you want to learn, you can actually ask me. You can ask me questions. You can actually challenge me, even if you want to. And I would be there for you and I'll answer everything, single thing that you have to say. All right, Vivek. Yes, he's into consulting and advisory. Yes, congratulations, Vivek, on your book as well. I was very surprised to know that you were writing a book, and I was supremely thrilled when I got to know. Deepak. Oh, yeah. Deepak also has a very interesting past. What is very interesting now is that he's helping business owners raise funds. And Deepak, what is the category that you work with? The category of the business owners. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that too as well? I think a lot of people can get a lot of value from you. Yeah. So while Deepak is answering, let me get back to our live streaming a little bit. I also learned that with live streaming, there are a lot of technical things. I'll be talking about a lot of technical things. If you guys have any questions about how the technical aspect, or you have any questions about my technical jargons, please feel free to please feel free to ask me those questions, because I can answer them for you now. And I want to make this entire interaction very, very clear, open, and relatable, like I said. So there are some technical things about live streaming. One is that whichever platform that you live stream on, that platform's algorithm picks it up. Okay, so like for example, if you're live streaming on Facebook, we all know that Facebook is now more paid. But if you like, so if you post anything on Facebook, it's, you don't get that kind of reach. But if you want to increase your reach, you should do something with video. And the next thing is you should do something with live streaming. So therefore, live streaming is good that way for reach, for organic reach. Um, then live streaming, like I said, you can actually talk to people, you can actually get to know them in real time, learn a lot of things. There are a lot of reasons why people do live streaming, but the reason why you should do live streaming is actually for the engagement. And if you if you're going for an event and you live stream it, I personally feel that it doesn't do justice to the live stream. It's better to actually record at that time and then post something. If you can't have your face and you can't interact, there's no point of live streaming. So okay, wow, okay, we've got some more. All category. Okay, Deepak, you work in all category. Prasun, government, political, and corporate. Very nice. Hi, Shivam. Nice to see you here. Um, Hi, Arsh. Hi, Arsh. Shivam, Arsh, why don't you tell us where you're sitting, which city you're in, a little bit about what you do? Hi, Vivek. It's so nice to see you after so long. Good morning. Tell us a little bit about where you're sitting, where and what do you do. I think everyone wants to know who they're engaging with today. This is a conversation. Live streaming is all about conversation. Yes, yes. Also, I want to share with you a few rules that I have, and some rules that I have, not just about rules, but rules not that I have, but rules that you should have while live streaming. One, it's supremely engagement centric. Therefore, it's all about you. Okay, so I really, really, really want you guys to keep engaging with that, which is what I have been saying for the last few minutes. And the second thing is, I really need your commitment. Now, the thing is, I have 2 sheets of paper. Okay, I'm going to say 2 sheets of paper. I think there's a lot of value that I can give in those 2 sheets also. And I want you guys to, one, it's a great idea to have like a notebook and a pencil or a pen with you, or any way, or like a Google Notes or something where you can write down your notes. I also want to know that if you are 100% in, I want you guys to write a little bit of 100% in, something like this. Yeah. So can we all write down 100%? 100%. Hello, Ujjwal. Nice to see you here. Yes, Arshpreet is a mental well-being advocate, and it's wonderful to sit and talk to her. She's got a lot of good views. All right, everyone, please write down your 100%. Thank you so much. Oh, wow, Ashutosh's gone one next level, huh? Very nice. 100%, guys. 100%. Whoa, there's a competition here. 10,000%. Someone once told me, I used to say this a lot. I'm 1000% in. They're like, percent is in 100. And every time they'd correct me, I'd be like, no, I'm next level. Oh, yeah, we've got the emoji 100. Very nice, very nice. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now, all of you people who are writing 100% in, I'd also request you, in the name of commitment, to put your phones on silent if you are watching it on your laptop. And if you're watching it on your phone, it's still a good idea to put it on silent. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, I like emojis, yeah. So, all right. I think once you guys are all 100% in, or 10,000% in, or 1 billion% in, let's start. Okay. Now, to start with, I want to talk about what personal branding is. What do you guys think personal branding is? Does anyone have anything to say? I'd like to hear what you have to say. So if you have something to say, type it in. Whatever you have to say. After that, I'll just wait for about a minute for you guys, and I'll tell you what my definition of personal branding is. Yes, Dheeraj. What people think about you. Yes. Okay. I'd like to hear some more. I like to hear some more. All right. Come on, guys. I'm giving you guys a little bit of a minute. All right. Yes, people know you for one thing. All right. So, guys, let me give you my definition of what personal branding is. Oh, thank you, Vivek. How I would like people to remember about me. All these answers are right. Um, However, let me fine tune it a little bit. Personal branding is about how you promote yourself. Okay, it is a combination of your skills, of your experience, and it is your personality, all combined together in a way that you want the world to perceive you. That is what personal branding is. Yes, like I said, your skills. Thank you, Shivam. Yes, perception to the world. Very nice, very nice. Okay, and I want to also emphasize on the fact that why I talk about online personal branding, specifically social media. It's very simple. One, it's cost effective. I think that's one thing that you should definitely consider. I'm sure you all do. And the second thing is that the minute you go online, you're no longer local, you're global. The entire world can see what you're doing. So these are two reasons. One, what is personal branding, and why you should be focusing on social media to enhance or launch your personal brand. All right. But I also want to discuss what personal branding is not. Okay. Personal branding is not your reputation. Your reputation is not your personal brand. It is possible that your friends, your colleagues, your family think of you a certain way, but that does not mean that that is your personal brand. Vice versa. What is your personal brand online does not mean that it is the same reputation or is the same thing that your friends, family, or your network consider. Second thing is that your personal brand is not about you only. So I'll repeat that again. It is not only about you. There is a study. They say that 91% of people like to work with leaders who have a positive personal brand. They feel that they deliver better if their leader has a positive personal brand. The third thing that I want to talk about is what personal branding is not, or what personal branding is that your personal brand actually helps enhance your business brand. There are many times people come and say that, I don't want to focus on my personal brand. I don't want to, because it's in odds with my business brand, and I don't want that. But in truth, in reality, it actually accelerates, it actually enhances your business brand. We'll be talking about that more in this, as well as in the coming live streams. So yeah, think of your personal brand as the fuel to the fire. It is think of Steve Jobs. All right. So if you think that your personal brand might come in the way of your business brand, I would think that you should reconsider. All right. Um, so I want to ask you guys this one last question before I go into the next segment, which is why personal branding? Okay, I'm giving you guys 1 minute to tell me why should we focus on personal branding. Please type that in. Why personal branding? Guys, come on. Why should we focus on personal branding? I've told you what personal branding is, why you should be on social media for it. But why should you even focus on personal branding? Hi, Meera. Yes, because we can control what people think about us. More visibility, yes. Otherwise, people will forget you, recall value. Everything is connected through you. Yes, yes. All right. Okay. Makes you an authority. Who is this? Projects MDAPL. Okay, everyone who's coming in, I definitely want you guys to give a little introduction while you're typing as well. Yes. And focusing on personal branding allows us to create an influence and perception in people's head. More business, yes, it does lead to more business, yes. Okay, I'll give you my answer. It's a one liner. Why you should be focusing on personal branding is because, wait for it, people buy people first and then their products and services. Let me say that again. People buy people first and then their products and services. Let me write that down for you guys. But yes, yes, yes. Let me have a look. I'm reading your chat side by side so that I can respond. I can see a little bit of networking happening there between Mira and Rishabh. People connect with us first, creates first level of trust. Yes, they would be interested in products and services. Gives an opportunity to showcase strengths, passions. Yes, get to know us better. Much higher trust. Yes. Ah, I'm voting. Well, this is the famous quote that is. But that is what it is. So, guys, if you're finding a little bit of value in this, if you're finding value in this, I want you guys to hit the like button right below, and keep asking questions as the live stream is going on. So yeah, let's go on to the next thing. The next segment is basically about launching your personal brand. I wanted to focus on that at in my first live stream because what generally happens is that there are a lot of reasons why we hesitate to even take the first step. It's about taking the first step. I want to actually know from you guys what are the hesitations that you have by when it comes to getting on social media or putting yourself out there. I really want to know. I want to discuss this little topic with you guys. So please share with me your hesitations that you have before you post anything on social media or focus on your personal brand. I'm going to give you guys 1 minute to tell me about these hesitations or these restrictions that you feel. Not enough content. Yes, yes. I'll be talking about that. Yes. How to take the first step, right? Good. We'll be talking about that as well. Thank you guys. I'm still waiting for you guys. I'm still waiting for you guys, but I'm really, really grateful for this kind of engagement that's happening. Please, please, please feed me some more fodder. All right, what to post? Yes, Ashutosh. And also the bandwidth to be consistent. Interesting, interesting, interesting. All right. So we'll be talking about many of these things. We'll be covering many of the general things in this live stream. In the upcoming live streams, I'll be talking about all of these things in more detail. Um, so let me start with the first thing that you must do. And I'm gonna take these glasses off. There's a little bit of reflection that's there. The first thing that you must do is focus on your profile. Your profile is your foundation. You know that over even after a person refers you, and I'm talking like, offline networking referrals, people come and actually check you out. I think you also go and check out everyone online before you actually go and meet them. Actually, the percentage is 89% of the people actually go and Google you or look you up on LinkedIn or Facebook before they come and meet you, even after getting a referral. So that is how important it is to ensure that you have a very, very strong profile. So since it's the solid foundation, and for that matter, let me even tell you why it's further important to have a very strong profile. Now, many of us invest a lot of money. Okay, yes, this is a matter of money. Invest a lot of money in advertisements, in promoting our maybe our event, our book, our posts, whatever. But we invest a lot of money in ads. Now, what happens is that that ad or video or whatever is so good that a person actually wants to buy your service or product. And what they end up doing is, just before they're about to do that payment, just before they're about to put in the money, they go and refer to your profile. They want to know whom they're buying from. Is that person credible? How is the person's visibility? Is he an authority in the matter? Should I be investing in that person or in whatever this person is saying or doing? And what happens is, if you don't have a good profile, many times people turn away at that point. People are not impressed. So, therefore, the first thing that you really need to do is have a solid profile. We'll be talking about what are the elements of having a really, really, really good profile. Okay. The first thing is actually kind of obvious, which is that you need to focus on having a visibly attractive profile. I mean, even if you look at it offline, even if you are, uh, you know, going for a date, probably when you met your wife or husband, the first thing you look at is how they look like. So therefore, if you have to impress somebody, you got to look good. So the first thing is that you got to ensure that your profile looks good. Now, there are so many ways of ensuring that your profile looks good. One is that it needs to be very visually attractive. Visually attractive means that you should have a lot of photographs. You should have PowerPoint presentations. You should have a cover. You should have a cover photograph, or if you have a YouTube channel, you should have a channel art. If you have videos on your YouTube channel, they should have thumbnails. There should be a playlist. If it's your LinkedIn profile, they should have a nice LinkedIn cover, a nice professional photograph. The profile should be, within the profile, there should be a lot of like your slideshows, your where all you've worked. So you gotta make it look really nice and neat. Oh yes, please don't just keep jamming words over there. Give a little bit of break when you're making your profile. Make it look attractive. Okay, it's so important. The first thing is how it looks. Okay, only then will someone bother to read what you are actually trying to convey. The second thing is it should be complete. Okay, there is nothing impressive about an incomplete profile. Okay, it could look really nice, but if it's not enough, then a person is not going to feel enough about actually investing in you. So therefore, it's very important to ensure that your bios, your summaries, your even when you are writing your in your LinkedIn, when you are talking about what all work you did, you don't just write your heading or your designation and the company. You actually talk about all the things you covered. People want to know more than you think. And So yeah, if it's already looking good and attractive, it might as well complete the damn profile. Okay. The next thing is speak majorly of what you do. Speak about your professional aspects, your skills, and how you can help another person. All right. If it's your LinkedIn, of course that's a professional platform, but even in your Facebook, we'll be talking more about this in the next segment. But even in your on your Facebook or on your Instagram, talk more about what work you're doing. Even on your Twitter, talk more about what you're doing. If you want to build a personal brand, you got to talk about the same message over and over again. If this is making sense to you, just ensure that you hit the like button. Apart from that, I also want to ensure that you guys are making the kind of content. Now, we'll be talking more about the content, but right before we reach that content stage, there's another stage that I want to get into before you talk about content, about what you're going to put out there. If you guys have any questions, please do write it in the comments. Rupak is going to write them down and nudge me, and I will answer them. All right. The next segment or the next pillar, when it comes down to launching your online personal brand, is your network. Okay. Now I've divided the this segment in different social media platform strategies, which I use for myself. Now, I have been using these methods and I have managed to get a lot of job opportunities. I've gotten business opportunities. I've gotten my workshops being full because of how well I maintain my network. So let's start with the LinkedIn strategy that I use for building your network. Now, if you know me well enough, you would know that I love LinkedIn. Okay, LinkedIn is absolutely my favorite, and that is because LinkedIn has the power of network. Okay, now, for those who do not know much about LinkedIn, there are 3 degrees of connections that you have. First degree that you have are your direct connections. Okay, the second degree are your first degrees connections, which are your second degree. First degree connections, which are your second degree, and your third degree is your second degree's first degree, and then there's a third degree plus, which is beyond, but we focus on first, second, and third. Now, the beauty of this is that if you put anything out there and your first degree likes it, comments on it, shares it, it goes to their second degree. And by chance, if your second degree finds value in it and they like, comment, or share, what's going to happen? It goes to your third degree. And the supremely important thing of all of this is that um, right now, the stage at which LinkedIn is, it is at the stage that Facebook was about 4 or 5 years ago, when everything was working on Facebook. Now we crib about Facebook, but right now LinkedIn is at that stage. Therefore, I have actually had clients who, some of my LinkedIn clients, who have had trending posts, viral posts, by just adding value, and it's just been organic. So if you really do not want to invest in money wise, you should invest your time in on LinkedIn, and it's very important. So now, coming to the part where we have the strategy, your network strategy, please focus on a very quality oriented strategy. Only add people who you can pick up the phone and call. All right. You guys have any questions? Please write that down. Hi, JP. Uh, how are you? Nice to see you here. Please tell us what you do. Give a little introduction. We'll be continuing. Thanks, Ashutosh, LinkedIn Queen. Thank you so much. Um, Yes, Vivek. I do mean the visual appearance across different social media platforms, how your profile should look. All right. Coming on to the next part in the network segment, it's your Facebook. Now, Facebook, you can have a Facebook profile, which you can, if you want, you can only add your friends or your family or people who are known to you. That's a better idea. But if you have a Facebook page, if you are a coach, a trainer, an entrepreneur who wishes to establish their personal brand, it's very important to have a page for yourself wherein um, you talk about your whatever you're doing, and you do not have to add your personal life over there. So when it comes on network, it's best to have a page so that anyone who finds value in your work actually goes and follows you. All right, so you increase your fans that way. The next thing I'm going to talk about is Instagram. Okay, a lot of us have, if you have an Instagram account, um, what happens is that we end up having a private Instagram account, and we think that Instagram does not work for us at a stage or something. Actually, Instagram works for everyone. It's one of the most consumed social media platforms, and everybody needs to be over there. It's a visually centric platform, and like I said, it's the visual part that actually sells first. So if you want to showcase what you are doing, even if it's a service that you're showcasing, and you don't know how to showcase your service, just get a lot of pictures, but be present on Instagram and have a public account. The so one the thing is that people can of course follow you on Instagram, and you can increase your following over there. However, I would let me get to that point after I'm done with all of this. But yeah, so if you want to increase your following on Instagram, it's very important to one, be active on Instagram, put your pictures over there, talk about your clients who have taken your service. And that's the one way wherein you can actually start increasing your fan following. um, yeah, next segment I'm going to talk about YouTube. You have two questions, one from Rishabh and one from Vivek. All right. Okay. I will just look into it. What about the people on LinkedIn I'm connected with who I don't know? I'm going to get back to these questions right after I finish the YouTube and Twitter segment. All right. Hi, Swati. Welcome. Swati, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and where you're sitting? Um, okay, let's go back to YouTube. Now, the idea behind how to increase your subscribers on YouTube. Now, if you ever come to any of my workshops, I will always tell you that first you need to ensure that you have a very good channel and you have at least 10 to 15 value videos. And I do not mean, and value videos are videos that have value in them, not just your testimonials or if you have event roundups. No, you need to have videos wherein you are giving value to your target audience. All right. And the thing about YouTube is that you need to, after you've established that, you need to find ways to distribute your YouTube video. You share it, and you actually need to write, or even in your video you need to say that please like, comment, and share, or subscribe to my channel, because it's a call to action. Otherwise it gets out of people's mind. And I'm telling you all this because I have actually been trained by YouTube, and I have trained at YouTube at the Google office in Gurgaon. And this is actually the method that they taught us at that time, and it is tried and tested about how to increase your subscribers. You need to find a way to distribute your content and actually have that call to action message at the end, in which you say and you ask people to actually subscribe. um, and the next thing is Twitter. Now, I love Twitter, and the reason why I love Twitter is because I have been able to connect with global authorities. So while LinkedIn is a platform where you ensure that you have a quality network, so that that quality network works for you, engages with you more. Over here on Twitter, you have the ability to talk to as many people of relevance. You can reach out to them. And the thing is that Twitter is actually a listening platform mostly. It is also a way of connecting with thought leaders. People are always giving their yarn. Right now, you'll always find that whenever there is some turmoil, people the turmoil starts from Twitter. The media turmoil always starts from Twitter. But the thing is that this can be used in your advantage as well. Everybody likes to talk on Twitter. So you can talk about stuff you like, and you can actually comment on people's stuff as well. And we'll be talking more about this a little later. But when you go ahead and you want to increase your followers on Twitter, what you need to do is actually follow other people, engage with them, and eventually you'll see that their followers will also follow you. If they follow you, their followers will also follow you. Ensure that you're at least reaching out to 10 people, I would say every day, but as a beginner, you could start with about 10 people per week at least that you are following and engaging with to increase your follower base on Twitter. Um, Talking about engagement, talking about increasing your subscriber base. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, I don't know what you're doing. If you're finding value, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. There should be a button down there. Yes. Let me answer your questions. Yes, which you said Rishabh had a question.
Rishabh had a question. Vivek Gupta asked one, and Vivek Pathak asked.
Okay,
So there are
so
three.
all right, let's answer Rishabh's question. What about the people on LinkedIn I'm connected with who I don't know? Okay, Rishabh, you're really going to not like my answer. Delete them. Just delete them. What are they doing? They're not adding anything for you. So it's time to delete them. And even when I sit with my clients, it's the most painful task, but you got to delete them. Because you see, if you do not have a quality network, uh, a lot of people will see your content, they won't respond. Okay, so what happens is they're not doing anything for you. Also, when algorithm wise, if more people are seeing your content and they're not engaging enough, then it's not going to get picked up. Okay, the according to algorithm, according to LinkedIn, it's not going to get picked up. So it's better to have a very quality centric network there. Also, when you are looking at opportunities, business opportunities, and you want to connect with another influencer, and you're looking at mutual connections, you'll find that your connects actually cannot help you. So therefore, that's why I say pick up. You should only add people who you can pick up the phone and call, because that's where the actual help, the actual value will come in. Um, Next question is Vivek Gupta. Yeah. When you say that connect to people only, people you can pick up the phone and call, that doesn't defeat the purpose of building a network. It doesn't that defeat the building purpose of building a network? See, like I have already mentioned that there are other platforms if you want to go for an open strategy, but I sincerely believe that if you want to make the most of this platform of LinkedIn, you should really have a strategic approach to it. And that is, yes, to start with, only add those people who will now who you can pick up the phone and call, because it doesn't make a difference otherwise. Why are they even there? They're not even responding to your post. They're not, you know. So I think for beginners, if you're about to launch your online personal brand, that is one approach that you should use. Of course, when you become advanced, then there are a lot of conversations. The communication is different, and you can actually reach out to people that you do want to reach out to. That is a very advanced level. Not at this level if you do not have a personal brand, and if you're willing to establish that. Um, Next question, Rupak.
Vivek Pathak.
Okay. Is there a business account as well on Instagram? Okay, Vivek, yes. So this public account that I was talking about is supremely, it's it's the business account. You could say it, you can tag it along with your you can connect it with your Facebook page. You can also have, there are a lot of insights and analytics that you can focus on over there. You'll get all of that if you have a public account. So yes, there is a public account on there is a business account on Instagram. So yeah, any other questions? Any other questions, Vivek? Why should one take a LinkedIn premium account, and when should one take it? How to engage with people on Twitter? Vivek, we will be talking about engagement in a bit. Um, okay, so when should we take a LinkedIn premium account? I had actually recently made a video on this, and the only time in which you should actually take a LinkedIn premium account, is one when you've actually used up all the facilities that the free version does. And personally, I'll tell you that I use I so LinkedIn offers this opportunity to have a premium account for free. You can have a trial. So I usually go in for the trial. I use the facilities. I use the things that they offer, but only for that little period of time. And I only take that option when, now listen to this, I only take that option when I have a specific goal in mind. Okay. So in case I want to actually increase, say for example, I want to increase my visibility, or I am looking at recruitment, or I am looking at actually networking with people who I do not know, and I have already done whatever I could with my free account, that is the only point at which I take a premium account. And this option is given, I believe, twice in a year, and so I make the most of it. And there are a lot of reasons why you should go in for it. There's also a sales navigator which is there. So yes, in case you want to increase your sales, but if you haven't tried with the free, then you won't figure out anything about the premium. And yes, there are a lot of features that are there on the LinkedIn Premium. So it's very important to understand the basic features of LinkedIn before you can go ahead and get a LinkedIn Premium. Vivek, we will be talking about engagement. Amandeep, what to do with already added people, but they are not relevant? Should we, deconnect them, or we should check for further only? I have answered a similar question earlier. I suggest that you delete them. However, if you are willing to build a relationship with them, then start a communication with them. But then if there are too many people, I would suggest that you delete them and start afresh. Okay. Hmm. I am going to go ahead. And the next segment that I'm going to talk about is content. Okay. This is actually my favorite part of the entire personal branding, which is what kind of content should you put over there. I think a lot of you had concerns about what to post, how much to post, this, that. Uh, I go with this ratio of 70, 20, 10. I'll say it again: 70, 20, 10. Okay, 70 is your professional life. So wherever you post, you put 70% of your professional life over there. Okay, 20% is your personal life. And now, personal life does not mean that you put up pictures of you partying. Please don't do that. I would not suggest that until unless you're a restaurateur or you want to get into food and beverage. That's different. But and there's a different way of doing that. So I seriously do not suggest that you put partying pictures, but you can definitely take pictures of your vacations and put it. It gives a good human touch or anything that you're doing. So it's 20% of that, and 10% is promotional. Of course, if you're not using social media to promote yourself, what are you doing? So 70, 20, 10. Now, I want you guys to pay attention to the next thing that I'm about to say. All right. Thank you, Rupak, for writing the 70, 20, 10 for everyone. Um, Now, find your target audience and create content for them. Okay, you are the best judge of what your target audience wants to hear. Now, what is it that they want to hear? You need to address their pain points. Okay, so if you actually want to sit down and know what kind of content to write, write down the pain points of your target audience, and then after that, find solutions for it. And with your pain points and your solutions, can you create content which will connect with them over here? Understand one thing about marketing, um, or selling, marketing. Let's put it as marketing only. um, People connect emotionally. Okay, if you want to market yourself, if you want to brand yourself, you want to promote yourself, you need to connect with people emotionally. So speak to them and poke at their pain points, and then come up with the solution so that you become an authority. So that is the kind of way you should go about creating your content if you want to build your online personal brand. Okay, the next thing that I want to say is, do not promote, add value. Now, I know you're going to say that, you said, you need to promote yourself, and there's that 10% that's there, but there's also that 70% that says that, you have to add professional value. You have to give value. So what I'm talking over here is, say you've made a video, or you've written an article. At the end, don't go and say that, okay, don't go and like, I'll take my stress. I'm not going to go and say that, oh, if you don't understand anything that I've said over there, then you can come to me and take my services. No, I have to find a way to reach out to them, and I have to say that, this is the way to go about it. This is what you should do. Do not promote yourself. There is this concept about spin selling, and the idea is that people should come and buy from you. It's the same thing about brand. The reason that the biggest brands in the world can charge whatever they want, and people will still buy from them, is because they just add so much value. Okay, and the difference between a company brand and a personal brand is, that's a company and this is a person. So if you want people to buy from you, you need to be the kind of person that they want to buy from. Okay, and that means that you just need to add so much value again and again and again and again and again, so that people are just consumed by you and they just want you. Okay. Yes, absolutely, Ashutosh. People buy with emotions and then justify with logic. Thank you so much for that. So, yes, do not promote yourself, only add value when you are creating this content. All right. Now, what do you want to focus on? What kind of formats, what kind of things do you want to focus on? In 2020, I want you all to start video if you haven't already. Video content works like magic. Okay, so I need you guys to start making videos with all that value that you want to give out to your target audience, and you want to address their problems, their pain points with your solutions. So I would suggest that you start with videos. However, okay, one more reason before I say that. However, one more reason you should focus on videos is, technically, algorithm wise, what happens is that, any platform picks up video format better. They do not go that well with graphics with written on it. In fact, the more you write on your graphic, the more down your reach goes. So if you want your organic reach to go high, I would suggest that you focus on video. So yes, however, however, do not ignore text. Do not ignore written. People are different. You do not know how people want to consume your content. All right, so focus on videos. It's really relatable also, because people can actually see you and they can relate to you. And the next thing is that you should definitely not ignore the other platforms. Now, I want you guys to actually focus on one more platform in the coming years, and that is audio. Yes, audio has been going on, especially like podcasts. They've been going on for a really, really, really long time, and from the time and in US or in the West, it's been a trend. Right now, audio is picking up in India. If you want to get on that boat, get on it now. Okay, video is still at its peak. Use it. Written has been used, but you don't know how people consume content, and there are so many ways to mix and match. If you see any of my latest articles, you'll see that I put my videos and my articles together. um, but now I'm also focusing on getting an audio content going. Of course, I would go to an advanced level and say that you should probably go in for Alexa as well, but that's also audio. So right now, video, don't ignore text and written, and also keep something ready for audio. So that's the three kind of formats that you should be thinking of working on. All right, guys. Before I go to the next thing, I want to know if you guys have any questions. If Are there any questions,
Yeah.
Rupak?
Sajid Sudarshan asked,
Okay.
I want to.
All right. Sajid. Hi, Sajid. Nice to see you after a very long time. You should definitely tell people what you do. You do very interesting things. I want to do lead capture marketing. What is the difference between Google Ads versus LinkedIn versus Instagram versus Facebook? Where would I get best quality leads? Sajid, today we're only talking about branding. I focus more on branding. I will definitely answer this maybe in some other live stream. This is and that only because it's a very extensive question, and it actually comes after you've made your personal brand, you've built something. And Google Ads are not social media, and I focus more on social media. So we can definitely talk about this in our upcoming live streams. But so yes, and leads. Listen, leads happen after you've branded yourself. People will only convert if you want your leads to convert. They'll only invest in you, like I said, after they see that you have a strong, credible personal brand. All right. If you guys have, are there any more questions, or should I go ahead? Yeah, go ahead. Okay. The last segment that I want to talk to you guys about, I'll keep it short, is about engagement. We have, yes. So, what is engagement actually? Engagement is about liking, commenting, and sharing people's content, and also liking, actually commenting on what people are commenting on your content. What happens a lot of times is that you put something out there, but and people are responding, and you just don't respond back. Okay, that's just kind of rude if you look at it on an offline perspective. But it's also very gratifying to the other person that you have taken the time out to respond back. It's a really good idea, and it helps build that network and that connection. The second thing that I want to actually go back to is like, comment, and share other people's posts. If you want to have people like, comment, and share your posts, then you should definitely do the same for others. It's also the concept of abundance. If you say the more you give, the more you get. And always, always, always add value in the comments that you add, that you comment on. Like any post that you comment on, add value. Don't just write great post. Okay, that's great. But if you have a perspective, put that out there. If you want to become a personal brand, if you want to become a thought leader, if you want to become an authority, do not lose any opportunity. Okay, anybody who wants to be a power connector, I think Ashutosh should be a better person for this. But if you want to be a power connector, if you want to be an influencer, then it's a great idea to find reasons to actually talk to people who are having similar minds, who are influential, and adding value and showing people that you are also in the same league. All right, these are this is the last pillar that I have that I wanted to talk about. And I hope you guys liked this live stream. Once again, if you had got value out of it, please hit the like, the thumbs up button right below. Subscribe if you haven't already. And if there are any questions, oh yes, there is a question. What is the best way for a brand to get online brand recall from an event? Sajid, I am going to be talking about events as well. Please stay tuned. We'll be talking about it. And yes, if you guys have any ideas for what you want to hear in the next live stream, which will happen after 2 weeks, we're going to be doing live streaming every alternate week. Please give some topics. Otherwise, thank you so much for being here. I'm supremely thrilled. Thank you so very much. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you so much. I'm going to go now. Bye bye.